Alright, we should do top to bottom. So we'll speak with Freya. Alright, as you enter the camp center, you spot Freya already sitting at the table, her eyes bright with anticipation. You take a seat next to her, greeted by a warm smile. That should be good. If it's not, we'll change it. Where's the auto? Come on, Fred. Come on, Charlie. Ready for the adventure ahead? As always. Alright, Freya, I am, especially with you by my side. Always a charm, aren't you? But seriously, today's mission sounds intriguing. Indeed, the sanctuary holds many mysteries. Here to see what we'll uncover. Absolutely. I have a feeling it's going to be a day to remember. Your turn to Camp Center. Okay. Speak with Valerie. Valerie at the Camp Center talking, well, arguing with Dion. Again. I guess is to be expected. Make sure to check the gate. Left her. Been here points again. But hold that thought. Hey there, Charlie. Morning. Morning, Valerie. Want to join us for breakfast? Nah, I'll pass. Got more important things to do. Shoot, okay. She too important for us. Like keeping this camera falling apart, alright. I have no doubt you'll manage just fine. Of course I will. Someone's gotta keep you all alive. Take care out there, Charlie. Have fun with Ishi's mountain climbing. Thanks, I'll bring you a souvenir. Just bring yourself back. Godspeed. See you when we get back. Okay. Speak with the sisters. We're always ready for another day of adventure. Running girls are ready for whatever comes our way. We've been practicing some new spells. Can't wait to try them out. Yeah, we're gonna dazzle everyone. I have no doubt you will. Just be careful out there. Don't worry, Charlie. We got each other's backs as always. I wouldn't expect anything less from you two. Guess one. Morning one. She seems so happy now that she's not captive anymore. How are you feeling today, my love? Better, I think. Memories are becoming less frequent. I'm glad to hear that. If you ever need to talk, I'm here for you. Thank you, Charlie. I know I can count on you. And now, Jez. Suppose Jez, that looks like she's staring at her wine, spacing out. Good morning. Yeah, she was spacing out for real. Good morning, my dear friends. I take it you slept well? I've now ran to a kind of wall with your case. In some text, the phenomenon mentions possession, and in other, they suggest something like an observer. Now, neither sounds particularly good. I tend to agree until usually possession is more common as far as these rare phenomena go, but it requires a direct contact with the possessing entity, and there's usually a proximity issue. The observer can be psychic, but it's extremely rare. They are also bound by proximity to the victim, or some type of probe, a leech. Been going on adventures far and wide. And if there was anyone who can track a follower, it's Valerie. And so far there was no one even remotely following us. Especially to deep caves or mysterious night sky temples. And that is exactly the wall I hit, which led me to my new theory. A god. God? The only possibility is a god that is omnipotent across time and space. They are known to communicate over vast distances, even with multiple people at the same time. Or at the least, that's the only possibility I've deduced so far. I think I need to tell you something. Go on. Over the past days, after I slept with one of the girls, I got a strange visitor at night. Your own? What does she look like? Yes, beside me in my bed. A beautiful woman with fair skin, but she had large horns and glowing eyes. What else can you tell me? Before the visits, I've seen her in my dreams, but now she is in my room at night, and I can't move in her presence. Her voice is overpowering me, and I hear it with my ears, but also in my head. Has anyone else seen this woman? Not as far as I know. In the morning I looked for any sign that she was there, and nothing, and no one has seen her either. How interesting. I'll have to look into that, as well. That voice in your head is hers. Oh, that's very different. The voice is like honey, soft, sweet, and addictive. The voice in my head is crude, rough, and powerful. Very interesting. This is just very interesting. Oh, very interesting. Okay. And gone. The wheels are turning. There we go. For her brother. Good morning, Charlie. Ready for our mission? Morning, Ishi. Absolutely. Looking forward to it. Remember our lessons today. I'll have a chance to show me what you learned. Okay. You have a long climb, and there might be a test at the sanctuary to see if we are worthy. So get ready. Absolutely. I'll do my very best, Sensei. Good to hear. Finish breakfast and we'll head out. Okay. You return to Camp Senna. When I should go issue to the cemetery. Where's that? Am I blind? Oh. As you finish breakfast, you take your traveling equipment and head out toward the stable, ready to head out to the mountain sanctuary. You see Gwen running toward you, waving her hand. You wave back to her. Hey Gwenny, how are you? Great, so Val asked me to help you out around the camp and a quick excursion for supplies in the village. You sure you'll be okay? More than sure. Ever since, you know, our night together, I feel as if the weight of the world is lifted. It's as if I can breathe. That's wonderful news. Go on, do what you need. I'll be back in about 2 days' time. Be extra careful, as I'll not be there to watch. Don't worry, I'll take good care of him for you. I feel better already. That's a big ass hand. You all keep an eye on each other, okay? Alright. Are you ready? Absolutely. This will be a great opportunity for us to get in touch with nature and harmonize with the universe. Okay. Raya, half of what your sister talked about, I barely understand. Why do you think I drink? Watch it. It's funny. I can already feel it will be a great adventure. You ready to learn? Honestly, think of me as a toddler that has no idea about anything really. What do you think I've been doing all this time? Damn. Let's go this way. We'll reach the mountain in no time. You know if Rika has packed 2 barrels of ale. So you know he's gonna be drinking. I see you're fully stocked. Never leave home without it. You head out. Ishi is at the lead. You're right behind her. Well, beside her and Raikou. Let's see, I gotta I think it's Ishi. It's definitely Ishi, and then Ryaku. Ryaku. Wait, I gotta thing. Ryaku. Okay. At the rear, Regan Azale is singing an ancient song to himself. As you get closer to Ishi, she's a little down and you ride side by side. Nature, it's not random. Things don't just happen by themselves. It's alive. Exactly, but very similar to how a bee or a fly cannot perceive us being alive, we are too far from their senses for them to even know we exist. But for some reason, every time I exist somewhere, they love flying in my fucking eyes and trying to fly in my mouth for some reason, but they don't know I exist. They sure as hell know where my eyes exist. Since plants, like trees, perceive time differently than us, we are like fleeting phantoms, here a moment, gone the next. You open your eyes and wonder. Wow. The world has a hidden river of energy behind the scenes. Imagine the wheel that is moving that energy. Right? You called it Kamar, I think? Karma is the force of the water. Right, sorry. Karma. No need to be sorry. So the wheel of life is called Dharma, and it creates the flow of the river of life. Every energy, every spirit of every living thing in nature flows in that river. The flow has a force to it, and that force is called, is karma. Great teacher. Exactly. You remember, when everything flows in its right direction, everything feels smooth and easy. But if we deviate from our path, karma hits us almost immediately, trying to push us back to our natural direction. Like those cultists that we defeated at the village, you were karma for them, without us even knowing. After all, we had our own plans related to nature. Exactly. You're a very sharp toddler, after all. Okay. I want to show you how to apply this knowledge in a more practical manner. Still trying to wrap myself around the fact that I'm a little drop in the river. Our spirit. Write that too. That I'm a spirit riding a body. Jeez. When we camp, I'll show you a few things. Can't wait. Okay. Ooh, sorry about that. You continue riding and find a nice spot at the forest clearing. Why don't we need that big ass log? You really gonna put that? Oh, for us to sit on. Ishi and Ryaku set up a camp while you go hunting for dinner. You return with 4 rabbits. That's damn good. Araya brought 1 extra for you, big guy. Bless you, brother. I got an ale mug with your name on it. You both smile and eat. For dinner, Ishi signals for you to follow her a bit farther from the camp. She sits down on her knees and closes her eyes, marking for you to sit in front of her in the same manner. Okay. For now, I'd like for you to take a long breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. You breathe through your nose and sneeze. You'll get used to it. You'll listen to my guidance and do as I say, even if you don't really understand. You nod. Now, what's important with the breath is that you need to clear your mind. Mind? Your body holds your brain. That's the physical organ. Your brain holds your mind, your sense of self, your thoughts, that voice that keeps talking to you all the time. Okay. Not that. And your mind holds your spirit, the energy that we talked about. Use your imagination to will your breath to cleanse your mind empty. Deep breath in. Another breath. Usually your body is very tense. Our instinct is to tense up in order to protect ourselves from anything. Ishi, surprise, pushes you lightly on the shoulder. and you tense up, trying to resist as you are not ready for it. You also hold your breath at the same time. See? Tension also holds our breath, and our mind starts to awake. Keep breathing no matter what, and try to resist the urge to be tense. Now, I'd like you to push me. You reach to her, trying to push her shoulder. She instantly moves back at the speed and strength of your push. You try to reach her and lose your balance forward. She twists a little and you fall on your side. Good. Now try again. You do the same motion, and now she holds your hand lightly on her, and while moving backwards, she taps your neck in the direction of the motion. Instead of just tipping over, you fly over to the side of her. Normally, when we are met with force, either a punch, a kick, a push, or even a sword, we try to block the move. Find equal and opposite force to stop it. This is kind of a mini fight for dominance. You keep breathing through your nose and listening intently. But if instead we feel where an energy wants to move, direction of the flow, and let it, or even help it go there, now try to grab me. Where? Wherever you like. She moves with you, and while you continue to try and grab her, it feels as if there's no resistance at all, like trying to grab water. She moves slowly in the direction of your reach, and it feels like she is guiding you gently to continue until you flip on your back beside her. All I'm doing is helping your energy continue where it wanted to go, so it feels effortless. Try again. Now she placed her hand effortlessly on your wrist, and with a twist motion, drew you to her side easily. How much effort did you feel from me? None. None whatsoever. None exactly. By feeling your energy and going with your flow, I was able to redirect it effortlessly toward where you wanted to go in the first place. You stretch your back, still catching your breath. You both practice a few more times until you're completely out of breath, and you return to the camp. How long did it take for you to learn how to use the bow or your daggers? Years? It's exactly the same with the flow. In time you'll develop sensitivity to it. You'll be able to feel the intention of your opponents and react to it instead of reacting to the fist, leg, or sword itself. And you just feel all of those? I do. Just as you see someone trying to pull a parry or a stab, you know all the moves by heart, so you see how they prepare to do the move. Right? Yours is exactly the same, only a few steps deeper. Punch is the result of the fist moving, and that is the result of the energy put into it. Precisely. Now you just need to let go of all your attention, so you'll be sensitive enough to feel the flow. Hold your arm. Hold out your arm. Alright, you stretch your arm forward. Now tense it as hard as you can. You clench your fist and tense it until it shakes a bit. She places her hand on top of it and moves it gently. Can you feel something? Barely. Now relax your arm completely. You do. She shakes her head. No, it's still up, which means it's not completely relaxed. You relax it and it falls to your side, and she lifts it and touches it gently with her other hand. You get goosebumps and shake a bit. Okay. He smiles at you. I bet you felt that. You nod vigorously. For sure. See, our tension binds us to many senses. She gets close and kisses you on the lip gently. You feel her soft lip, this majestic, send shiver down your spine. If you were tense, you would never be able to feel any of that. You're completely stunned. You try to raise your finger and open your mouth to talk, but nothing comes out. Let's get some rest. Tomorrow we have a long climb. Then we have to meditate before sleep. Why don't you join me? I would love to, but I have more preparations before we get to the sanctuary tomorrow. Good night. Okay, good night. Damn. You get your turn and rest for the night. You join Ishi at the camp and she hands you a cup of tea. Drink this. Herbal tea. Thanks, that smells great. You go sit down and enjoy the tea. Where's Ryan? Never seen him. He went to train his morning routine, lift some trees, boulders, reading, so that he has to be clean inside so he can enjoy his ale. You pack up the camp and get ready. Get the horses ready. Raikou finally joins you. Well, good thing he's up and ready. You initially turn to look at him. You don't finish setting up the horses and ride toward your destination. You can see the mountain ahead of you, and the top is in the clouds. As you reach the mountain, you were able to ride up until a certain point. You set up your base camp there, tie up the horses. Then start climbing up the cliff. The way up has a narrow pathway. You have to shimmy on or jump from platforms. Sometime later, it's a team effort to have everyone reach the top, but you eventually make it. Looks pretty though. As you reach the mountain sanctuary, you see steps leading to the main hall. You get up there and clean yourself up and place your backpacks and climbing gear there. Walk slowly looking around. Everything looks pristine, as if it was cleaned recently. You calm and relaxed. You ready for anything. I hear the monks here are extremely dedicated, but they are very reclusive. Now you tell us? Hercule lays a heavy hand on your shoulder. I mean, remember how we got here. He drinks from his mug. He looks at you over his shoulder with a half smile. True. And you reach the main hall. It's a huge space. What the hell? That's a big ass monk. Red beams going from walls to the roof. The walls are black, and at the edge of the hall you notice a tree with a beam of light coming from a hole in the roof above it. The tree is in full blossom with white and pink flowers. It's quite a sight. In front of the tree you notice someone kneeling, with his head down as if praying. Hello? Ishi places her hand on your mouth and marks for you to be quiet with a straight finger on her lip. Ishi and Raikou spread to the left and right. You began slowly drawing your daggers. There's no way in hell they didn't hear us already. As you get closer, the huge door to the hole closes behind you with a thud. The praying person doesn't budge. Suddenly the praying man lifts his head and looks over his shoulder. You notice something is off. It's not human at all. That's no damn monk. Her glasses up and you notice it's at least 2.5 meters tall. I'm American. I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming that's tall. It's a demon. Yokai. Okay. You look at Ishi and she's focused forward. And only, to be precise, powerful one. Alright, well we definitely will. Only starts charging towards you. Why me? Why me? Only dodges to the right and continues running. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? Raikou jumps to tackle it from the right. Don't know if that's gonna work. Yeah. Only twists easily to Raikou and delivers a devastating left hook, throwing him on to one of the beams. Yeah, you gotta do a less direct assault. He'll be alright. I know Ishi got this. Oh damn. Oh damn. Oh damn. Oh damn. You threw your daggers at him. You phase them back to you and throw again, this time to phase to him. As you do, you notice it only looks at you while you're phasing. And as you phase out, it's already waiting for you. It grabs you by the neck and throws you to the ground. Okay, so phasing's not gonna work. I think we already peeped that. Be creative. Maybe create distance instead. Perhaps. As you turn, he's already on top of us. You throw your dagger and phase out of there. I'm gonna take the left. I'll ambush on the right. But apparently his hands was there to grab the leg. Damn. Trashy didn't fucking go through the ground. Don't hurry, your tiny Harmon will get even smaller. And we'll hear him. No one to breathe. Oni is already on the way down to give the final blow. Damn, we actually got him. You're able to divert him at the last moment. As you land, you notice that Raikou is already helping Ishi. Yeah, use those right. I mean, I already peeked. Oni walks slowly closer. Okay, right. Drunk style. Charlie, leave him move around the energy like we trained. Got you, got you. Raikou loosens up and starts to move like the drunk master. Okay. Hopefully he gets him this time. And strikes Oni off balance. Hell yeah, brother, but that won't be enough. She pushes the massive arm and the Oni to the same direction as the energy. They're burning it a bit. Oni switches his attention left and right, losing focus. Now it's our turn. Oni swings his massive arm toward you. You breathe in and just step back a little, and the massive hand misses you by a few inches. You jump back for a bit, trying to take advantage of your dagger ability. Ishi jumps at the right moment, diverting Oni's massive punch. You face with the right of his arm and slash it while you pass by. Good, good. Ishi takes opportunity and kicks behind its knee, causes it to collapse. You slash his massive side again. And then you take the opportunity and jump a hand on its massive back and your daggers to climb higher. Both Raikou and Ishi distract the Oni from the front while you reach its massive neck. And we got it. You all jump backward and giving the Oni's body space to drop. And hopefully that actually killed it. We'll see. Suddenly you hear a hissing sound. And all the smoke coming out of the Oni. The body shrinks and eventually you see the form of an old man taking shape. Hello? Monk lifts himself from the ground. He coughs and holds his head. trapped inside for a millennia. Okay, so it was the monk, but he was trapped inside the Oni. Even that time, the demon killed and devoured all the other monks that lived here. Eventually, it was only it with me inside. You will get close to surprise from the twist of events. Old monk gets up. Damn, and the monk's about to die? Okay. Only form was the only thing that kept me alive for this long. You and Ishi grab his hands, help him walk toward the tree. He saw close to it, near where the Oni kneel when you enter the hall. You see it? You all look at each other and shrug. See what? The monk points toward the spot near the tree. The book. You see it? Please focus. She is closer and starts to meditate. She slows her breathing and remembers all her teachings. Okay, she sees it. The book is there, open with the right page. It's shifting so hard. It's shifting so it's hard to focus. She gets close. As you can see it, there's hope. Now quickly touch it. Why is the monk ripped? Try to absorb as much as you can. She gets closer and touches the book. From the side, it looks like she's touching air. Okay. Her hair flies in the wind. You and Rika are both surprised and mesmerized by the sight. A few moments later, finally what? A few moments later, she drops to her knees. Her head slumps and her hand stays in the air for a moment, and she slips down as well. She breathes slowly. The monk kneels beside Ishi and then slips to the ground. She gets closer to him and he whispers something in her ear. She straightens up. The monk closes his eyes and starts to turn into dust, like Master Oogway. You reach your path and join the spirit realm. Are your eyes gonna stay like that? Cause that'd be hella creepy during moments of possible intimacy and later on. Yeah. I can see everything. What do you mean everything? She means everything. I'm the guardian now. Okay, she's the guardian. The holder of the knowledge. The key. He mumbled some things I couldn't understand. He said that with time I will understand. What did you learn? About the layers of existence and how to manifest them. Nice. Thank you, brother. We cover the Book of Leaves. We got an achievement for that. You too. Without you, it wouldn't have been possible. Oh, whatever makes her happy. Reach the outpost early evening around dinner time. Okay, so we're not even going to talk about the journey back. We just back now. Good boy. Man, I would kill. I actually don't want a horse. I want a cow. And there's Gwen. How was it? What did you find? Did you miss me? Of course, you always miss Gwen. It was illuminating. You would not believe, and very much yes. Best answer ever. I'll go prepare some dinner for us. Join quickly. I want to hear about your adventure. After now. Okay, and right, we got his ale, so he's good. She looks a bit out of it. Hey, you okay? Yeah, no, I don't know. You know what I think? How lucky you are to have found this handsome, smart prince with some repute. Not to mention his magical essence. Okay. No, well, that too, but not that. I couldn't have done this without you. You reminded me what's important at the right time. I also think we should practice that massage technique you like so much. Want me tonight? Okay, guess we're doing that. Good. I'll see you soon. Okay. Let's talk with everyone. We'll start with Jez and see what she has to say about this woman in her dreams. Hey, Jez. Daydreaming? Hello? Anybody home? My friend, so sorry. I was contemplating on... Never mind that. I gotta leave, or at least think I do. Hey, great news. What is it? You think it's that easy? No, I'm sure it was a very arduous task. We're only scratching the surface. Last night I had posted a spy on your door, and after you went to sleep, I even looked in it myself. So you saw her? That's the thing. There was no one there. But she visited me last night. I'm sure of it. I felt it. I was there. That was my biggest clue. I'm missing peace. There was no one there. Means that your spirit was invaded. Oh? Not by one, but by two gods. Okay. The only entity that we know of that's able to appear in unconscious visions are gods. Who are these gods? You said so yourself that the voice in your head was not the pale horned woman. In my research, that pale horned woman will only be a type of powerful demon called... Yep. One that invades your dreams. Extremely powerful. It is said that even an army of men cannot take on one of these. Boy, I don't want to ask about the voice. If a Lilith or a dream invader demon is interested in you, it means that the other god, the one that invades your walking thoughts, is even more powerful, and that narrows the list down to less than a dozen entities. Maybe it's an angel? Completely not how these entities operate. They're more likely holy war, or our way or the highway type of beings. If it was an angel, it would appear right before your eyes as an angel, without the theatrics. Still an even more powerful demon. That's the thing. The only entity more powerful than a Lilith demon is their masters, and that are usually a devil. In your case, one of the devil kings. Devil king? Why would these be being interested in me? Nobody compared to them. You both know you're somebody. You give your gift to all your lovers. Maybe even go deeper than that. She did mention something about the power inside of me. That I could manifest it through my fingers and bend reality to my will. When I tried that and learning, nothing happened. Lilith? Yeah, her. Why would she teach you another club? This gets more and more interesting. You have magic in you that is rare. So very rare. Boy, it gets more and more complicated by the day. I'm just about to wait for answers. Okay, let's speak with Rhea. Tell me everything. There was this huge demon, she called it Oni, and boy, it was a tough one. We actually had to be soft and unpredictable to do anything. And after that, we killed it and turned to an old monk. How big and how fast? Huge, and he had a magic move. He jumped real high and dashed real quick. It was intense. And Raikou? He actually got knocked back a bit by Oni. No way, that's powerful. You remember that giant you faced at the monastery? Worse. Wow, how'd you get him? Once me and Ishi figured out that strength would not work, we had to use clever tactics. We had to be soft. Raikou started moving like an unpredictable drum. Ishi became soft like water. I slid down and found an opening, climbed on his back with my fangs as levers, and cut his massive head. But the other distracted it. Wow, it's been amazing. I don't want to brag, but yes, it was. Well, we did take down a golem. Not really take down, but we managed to not die. How about you? Been working at the camp all day. Needed some wood to fix the fence and tower, so I got this tree over. Tree? What do you mean tree? Well, we needed wood, so I went out and took out this tree and brought it in so you could fix the fence and tower. We took out a freaking tree. Well, yeah, just pull it out of the ground. You do know that's not normal, right? Is it not? No one can just pull out a tree. I guess so. Anyway, I'm beat. I'm take a nap. I'll see you soon, Frey. Before I go, come here. Okay. See you soon. Real soon. Okay. And now we'll talk with the sisters. Hey girls. No books? Nope, we found it. Wow, that's amazing. So good. Okay. Come on, girls. Don't leave me suspense. Spill it. About 1.5 days ride to the north in a tower. He had a bunch of large birds guarding his tower, but he is long gone, so the birds are probably gone as well. We can go tomorrow morning. It'll be so much fun. Sounds like a plan. Do I need to prepare anything special? Nope, just bring your big kind heart and good spirits. Sounds like a plan. You must be exhausted from all the research. Very exhausted. This is a bit weird. Why are you both talking together? Are we? No, we're not. Yes, we are. Okay, I'll let you girls eat, rest, and I'll see you in the morning. Okay. You're doing that one thing. Alright, Ishi and Valerie. What's the take back on? Talk to Valerie. Sexy, what's on our menu? Ale and stew with a side of bread. A hero's dinner. Yay. Val? I'll let you know that I have a company hungry, hairy, burly scouts to feed. Val? At least Raikou was helping with the ale. Val? We'll get to that as soon as we finish fixing the fences, houses, smithy, stables, and the campground. I promise in a day or two we'll have something new. It's on the to-do list already. Well, I was referring to our private menu. Oh. At least I know what's on the mind. Food. Damn straight. Army marches on his belly. As you know, as well as you know, lesson 1 in military doctrine. I know. And they go double for the scouts. I hear you picked a fight with a big demon. Not just any demon, and only for Ishi at least. Nice. And I take it that she found her artifact. The book believes she says it has ancient powerful knowledge, and she already showed a tremendous increase in her power. And we're one step closer. Good. I'll see you soon, sweetie. You bet. See you soon. I'll speak with Ishi. And she's glowing. Okay. Suppose that I ascended during the merging with the Book of Leaves. Thank you for all your help. No, it was nothing. No, that only was very formidable. I'm grateful. It was my pleasure. I'd do anything to protect you. I'm honored. Visit me tonight so I can properly thank you? Of course, Sensei. I'd love to. Okay. You should know that I learned just as much from you. I'll see you soon then. Can't wait. See you soon. Gwen? Excited as much as I am? Honey, you're back. So happy to see you. How was it? It was illuminating, like I told you earlier. It's not a way to say, well, a way to describe it. She showed me very interesting techniques. I'm still absorbing them. Then we had to climb a mountain. Some patches were straight up on the rocks. We couldn't use the horses. Then we reached the temple and we had a big fight with a huge demon. And then she absorbed the power of the guardian from a magical book, rested a bit and headed back. So you meant it literally along with metaphorically. Captain Obvious. Yeah. Are you ready to go to the garden? It's nearly done. Absolutely. Anything for my precious princess. It's excellent. Just tell me when you're ready. You got it. And Gwenny, you ready? Where is he? Of course. How did... You shook your head. I forgot about that dude. You want to join? You know the price. Azil smiles and nods. Y'all start walking toward the path toward the pond. You're both here. Azzy, I have to ask you. Who decides? Okay, well, she gave him the nickname Azzy. That's funny. Well, we all do. Each and every one of us has freedom of choice. But some people can't really choose. They either don't have the money or... No, silly. We all have choices. Some people don't want to live with the consequences of their choices. For a myriad of reasons. You reach the pond. Alright. You go to finish with the walls. Floors. Bridge and everything else. No, yeah, money is a lie. Okay. Money. Think about it. Why are coins worth something while rocks, wood, and brick are worth less compared to coins? Why not other metals or clay or marble? I'm sure I'm going to regret this, but how does it work? Everyone has to agree that it does. This is the only way the monetary system works. You twist your face. That simple. Everyone in the past treated items for items. How do you compare a chicken to a glass of milk, or anything to anything? Barters? That's right. Ancient wise men decided to have something arbitrary as a measure for the worth of everything. Then they had to convince everyone that it's better this way. And money was the method. Now you can walk with a purse with a bunch of metal coins and trade them to whoever you wish. Another story. Exactly. You start working extremely. What's your goal with these stories? What if there was another way to live? One without any money, any nobles, any difference, no ranks, no classes, no rich or poor? Everyone is together working for a common cause? Sounds like a dream. Too good to be true. how dreams usually are. What if it was possible and it was true? Would you want to live in such a world? I don't think about it. And find me. Oh, I love these moments where you can feel your reality crack. That's your make or break moments, where you decide to ignore the truth and live a life of ignorance, or you wake up to your new life. With this, our commitment is over and I'll be on my merry way. I'll see you when I see you. Okay, goodbye. You see Gwen walking around the garden and all, admiring the garden you've built. Yes. You write about she spreads her hands around the garden, mimicking you. This will be your garden. You're right. It's amazing. I mean, take a look. Takes you by the hand and pulls you toward the pond. Okay. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay. It is a beautiful garden, though. Well, we promised we would visit Ishi, so that's what we'll do. Okay. Well. Oh, so clever. Just answer the question though. Lilith. I mean, that's the name of the game, so yeah. No, I haven't. It's not really a direct answer. She's planning something, but she won't say. She's not gonna say. Okay, okay. Yeah, why? What's her end goal? But for what reason? Okay. I'm good. Episode 3 time. Okay, so episode 3 is complete. So we will we'll save here. And the main menu, or we'll hit the gallery right here. So yeah, episode 3 is done. We are now on episode 4, so I will catch y'all next one.